Hello, you guys. Miss Steele here. I'm going to move me over just a little bit. All right, so this week we are talking about value, so the lightness or darkness of a color. But we're also talking about form, which is whenever we take something flat and we draw it to look almost like it's 3D. We make it seem like it's in the round. It's 3D. So what we're going to do today is we're going to draw our own neighborhoods, but we're going to make the houses have form. So for this project, you want a piece of paper, you want a pencil and an eraser, definitely our art tool basics, and then you want something to color in with. I'm going to use markers and crowns today. So I'm going to get these out of the way because we want to start with our drawing. And to start our neighborhood, what we're going to do is at the bottom, we're going to draw one line, giving it a little bit of space like that. Now next to this line, we're going to draw another straight line. And this is going to become our road, and this is going to become our sidewalk. So I'm going to add in our second line some straight lines to make it look more like a sidewalk, and we're going to color it in later. So now we're going to move on to drawing our houses. And to do that, what we're going to do is we're going to draw just some straight lines to start out with. So 1, 2, I think I'm going to draw another one right here. So we have some straight lines that are all about the same height. And now what we're going to do is we're going to draw some triangles on top of these. So I'm going to draw one line going sideways and then another line going sideways for the other part of my house. Because this one's a little cut off, I'm just going to do an up line for this one. And I'm going to do the same over here. So I'm going to draw a pointy triangle at the top for the top of our house. And now I'm going to add our last one. So a pointy line, and then another line going down. So we drew our straight lines, and then we drew our lines on the top to make them into points. So now we're going to add one more line that's going to make these seem like they're almost 3D. And what I'm going to do is from the top of my house, I'm going to draw a straight line over like that. And I'm going to do it over here too, and draw our straight line connected. And then over here as well, I'm going to draw my straight line. I like to draw them going down a little bit, so they kind of, instead of going straight, going down helps actually. I think I like that more. So then we're going to add it to our last one. And so now we have our houses, and we added this line to make them almost look like they're 3D. So now our next step is drawing the details of our houses. So what we're going to do is draw some doors and some windows. You can draw bushes or trees in the front if you want to. I think I'm going to start right here. I'm going to draw a door using a long rectangle right here and give it a door handle like that. I think I'm going to add a window right here. And maybe a window right here for this house. I'm going to draw this house's door more in the middle right here. And I think I'm going to give them a bush like this. Maybe add some more little swirls into it to make it look like it has more texture. Add our lines for our windows. And I'm going to add a door for this one. And I think I'm going to give this house some tall, skinny windows down the side, because I kind of want my windows to look different. And maybe a big circle window at the top like that. I think I'm going to give them a little rectangle here at the bottom so I can add some flowers in there. And I'm going to give them a window right here. And I think I'm going to add in another little rectangle so I can make it into a flower bed. And so now our next step is going to be outlining this and getting it colored in, because we got it drawn and we know that because we're using value, these areas that are the roofs of our houses should be a little bit darker than what color we make our houses. This is our sidewalk, and then because this is our road, I think I'm going to add some long rectangles at the bottom to kind of look like those lines that show up in the middle of the road. I'm going to get this outlined, and then we're going to check in, and then we can get it colored. Right, so I got everything outlined, and I did a green house, then I did a dark green roof, then I did a light pink house, so a dark pink roof. And then basically you want to make your roof areas connected to your house darker than what you make your house, because we're talking about value. I decided I'm going to add some more lines into these houses just to kind of make them look a little more different. So for this one, I'm going to add straight lines on my house before I color it in, like that. And then I think for this light pink one, I'm going to add a bumpy line for this house. And then my last step is going to be coloring them all in. And then we drew houses that have like 3D form. It looks 3D. So I need to finish that, but I want to move on to this real quick. So we can do this one. I think for this one, I'm going to do lines that go long ways like this. And I'm stopping whenever I hit a window because I don't want to draw through those. And then for my last house, my light blue, I think that I'm going to make kind of like squares on it, like this. Kind of going around each other, kind of like how I did my bumpy line. So I'm going to keep adding onto these two, and then we're going to get it colored in, and then we will be finished. I think I'm going to do, I don't know if I want to do a blue sky yet, or if I want to make it nighttime and do black with some stars. I'm going to get this colored in, and then we will look at it whenever it's all finished. Alright, so I got most of it colored in. I did different colors for my houses that have these lines that give it form and make them look like they're 3D. The last thing left is the sky. I think I'm going to do a blue sky with clouds. So what I'm going to start out with is some bumpy lines, like that, to add in some clouds. And then I'm going to color around my clouds, and then we will be finished. I'm excited to see how your guys' projects come out. If you want to do a nighttime sky, or you could even do a sunset, and do like yellows and oranges and pinks, you could do a sunset if you wanted to. But if you want to do a blue sky like me, that's quite alright too. I think it would look the best for this neighborhood right now as a blue sky. Almost done coloring. Going back, making sure I didn't miss anything that needs to be filled in. And we are finished. I'm excited to see how you guys decorate your houses, whether you add bushes or windows or what you choose to add. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, your evening, your afternoon, whenever you're watching this. And I will see you guys next time.